Good morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is Friday, April 1st.
Wow.
Hello,
I can't believe it's
April.
April already.
I know. It feels like this first part of the year, this first quarter, third, whatever, first few months of the year have gone by so fast.
It does feel that way.
But it's Friday, so it's the end of the week, so we're happy about that. It's the start of a new month, so we're ushering in some new fresh feelings.
Oh, yes.
And hopefully some warmer temperatures.
Well, about that.
There's that.
About that. We had storms and 70s yesterday, but we're not going to see the 70s again until the end of the weekend and early next week. Take a look over Wake Forest University as the sun starts to come up there with some clouds earlier on, and that actually made for a really nice, colorful sunrise. Of course, that line of rain and storms now pushed well off the coast. You see that there in that parent area of low pressure spinning up out over the Great Lakes. That'll all continue to move away from us off to the north and east. And remember, we did have that one tornado warning for our area yesterday, and that was from Montgomery County, and it initially started in the county of Anson County and then moved into Stanley County as well before it eventually made it into Montgomery County. And there actually was some damage with that system. The National Weather Service is going to be surveying that area and surveying that damage today to confirm whether or not a tornado did in fact actually touch down. And I think it's pretty likely that it did. There was some damage in Stanley County near Norwood. A couple of buildings and structures were damaged, and there was also some chicken coop damage down in Anson County as well. Of course, high pressure building in between that area of low pressure moving away from us. That kind of funnels wind down into our neck of the woods. So we're still dealing with the wind today. It's not crazy like it was yesterday, but we'll have some gusts on the order of 30 miles per hour as we go into the afternoon. Of course, as we head into your Saturday, that high pressure becomes a little more centered overhead, so our winds should relax a bit. Of course, you'll see the clouds increase as we go into Saturday evening, ahead of another cold front that'll slide by. This one comes through dry, though, likely with no rain. And then on the backside of that, high pressure will build back in, and we'll see quiet weather as we round out the weekend and start next week. So for today, it's a mostly sunny day of weather. Again, still windy at times, with gusts around 30 miles per hour. And then tonight, remember I said 70s and storms yesterday? What about freezing temperatures tonight? We'll be pretty close to it. We'll have some frost across the area. So there is a frost advisory in effect. And so what that basically means is that if you have any sensitive plants that are planted, you'll need to protect them overnight, or if you're able to bring them inside, do that. And then, of course, you can set them back outside by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, as long as the sun is up. For your Saturday, it's a cooler day of weather, less windy. I still think it's breezy from time to time. Then we're down in the 40s Saturday night, upper 60s, near 70 on Sunday. And then we'll kick off next week on a dry note and near 70 for Monday. Of course, we will keep eyes on the middle of next week. A couple systems will head our way. Those will likely have some rain with them, and also a chance for thunderstorms again.
All right, Christian, we have finally made it onto the road to the Final Four. Duke and Carolina are getting their game faces on, practicing their skills. They are in for a fight for a spot in the national championships. The teams have played each other, of course, several times before, let's say 257, but never against each other on this scale.
Which is really hard to believe.
It really is, because their brackets normally put them in contention for this opportunity, but apparently it's never happened.
All right, one of them is going to end up in the championship.
Yeah, and only one can win.
Only one.
This game, and then with the hopes of winning the championship title. So this is why it all comes down to tomorrow night. So I know a lot of you are excited about the Duke-Carolina game. We've certainly been talking about it all week with you. So we want you to share your Duke-Carolina swag with us. And you didn't let us down, right? So
I love some of these.
Yeah, okay, we have to go back here to the computer shop because we have some pictures that you guys are sharing of your jerseys and all their swag. So Ken and Colette are sporting their Duke jerseys. You can see that great picture there. Oh, we have a Carolina Tar Heel in the house. This viewer sharing a photo of his ball cap, and Byron Greason shared this photo of an antique leather fire helmet.
Oh, that's cool.
With the Tar Heel firefighter ram on the front and former head coach Roy Williams' autograph on the back. That's some really good swag. Keep that. It could be worth some good stuff. Jimmy Clapp shared a photo of him in his Carolina gear. Oh my goodness, with some beautiful ladies, our former News 2 co-workers there. And R.B. Whittington represents Tar Heel Blue with his car. Check this out, Christian.
Whoa, look at that.
I know, it says my car representing Tar Heel Blue. R.B. Whittington. Now that is swaggy. Another viewer has Duke blue Nikes that read Duke across both of them, and the inscription says, "Let's go, Coach K." Check out Jordan Morris, a photo with UNC football coach there, saying, "Go Heels." Oh, I love it. And here's Shea Jordan in UNC gear. We showed you, oh, there you go. You have both both of them wearing UNC caps and shirts, and now we have a couple showing their Tar Heels pride, sporting their gear as well. We have another picture, and this is our last one, of John, who's showing his dedication to the Tar Heels, a mascot tattoo. Ramesses and all, says Tar Heel born.
Wow.
Now that's
commitment.
Dedication. To your team.
Yes, dedication and commitment.
Yes. All right. Okay, so we know that you can't necessarily send us pictures, but you can type and let us know what type of swag you have at home.
Yep.
Maybe it's Carolina, I don't know, jersey, maybe it's some, Duke paraphernalia where you have like some pom-poms, there's all types of stuff out there. Maybe it's something special that's been signed by someone on one of your favorite teams. Let us know in the comments. I don't have any of that.
I was going to say, I think all diehard fans of whatever team it may be, especially Duke and Carolina, have some sort of off-the-wall, kind of outlandish memorabilia that they have, that they've collected over the years. I think what's really cool, I think I've actually got one, is the North Carolina Pepsi bottles from back in, I don't know if it was the 80s, 70s or 80s that they had that. But they teamed up with Pepsi for a special logoed edition of their bottled soda. So those are always really cool to see. And I don't really have any Carolina memorabilia, so to speak, that really stands out. I have a big memory, though. And we talked about this yesterday during this program, was that when I was a kid, my dad took my brother and I to a Carolina game, and I found my way down at the halftime handing out basketballs to the players as they came back out for the second half. Yeah. So if I could have anything, it would be to go back and find one of those basketballs and say, "Hey, sign that now, give it to me."
Yeah, absolutely. I remember as a kid going to like games with my dad and not really realizing, that this was, a part of history or a big deal. I would just be sitting there eating my popcorn like, when is this going to be over? Like, why am I here?
You were just there for the concessions.
Yeah. And now I wish I had taken it more seriously because I don't have the opportunity to go to these games anymore.
Yeah.
Tickets are not easy to come by, and my son absolutely loves college basketball. He loves both teams actually, and would enjoy going to any of these games. But of course, when I was a kid, I took advantage of it. Wish I had that time back.
Yeah.
I do have a piece of the 1999 championship floor when both the UConn women and the UConn men won their respective tournaments.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's signed by Coach Gino Ariema and Coach Jim Calhoun, the floor. And so that's up in my house. Because
that's cool.
I didn't go to the tournament, but I ordered it.
They did something similar, obviously, I went to App State, so they did something similar there when they recently redid the field a couple of years ago, and when they took the old field up, the old turf up, they actually cut sections of it up, and as an alumni, you could get a section of that. And of course, it was on a big a big board, and it was stuck there, and it had some facts about it and what game was played on it, and this and that and the other. So that was cool to have.
Yeah.
Also, I also think if you're a really diehard fan, that there's always something superstitious that you do. Like everybody has their thing, right? Like I was talking to some people earlier this week, and I said, so what's the thing that you have to do, so your team wins? And honestly, one thing that comes to my mind right now as I'm talking about this is our own Kevin Kennedy. Last weekend he covered Carolina in the Elite Eight up in Philadelphia, and now he's with our team this weekend down in New Orleans, and he had a basketball that he tossed around in Philly, and he said, since Carolina won that game, he said, I've got this basketball with me now in New Orleans is my good luck charm for Carolina to win.
He's a Carolina fan.
Yeah, so everybody has their little thing that they do to hope their team wins.
Okay, so my neighbors are Duke and Kansas fans. So they're immediately next door to us, and they are hoping for a Duke-Kansas matchup. I don't know why, because it's going to bring chaos to their house, but that's what they want. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's going to be interesting. I'll be listening out to what's going on in their home for the next few days. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. A lot of Tar Heels shout outs here. Shea Casper Hill said, "Go Heels." And we also had a few of those saying the same thing. Carol Harris mentioned her Tar Heel bath towel, which is great. Bobby Odom said, "Go Duke." And let's see, someone has a car that has some Carolina swag in it. Is that what's going on here?
You know, we had that comment.
Oh, yes, R. Brian, RB.
Yeah. Makes sense now. I was trying to put, I thought, because I think you said it earlier this week, and then I saw that picture and I was like,
nice.
Wonder if that, and I never made the connection until right now.
Nice, man, that's
so Brian,
a nice
I made the connection.
Car.
That's cool.
That is decked out. Awesome. I would know you in a second, so you can't commit any felonies. We'll find you. All right, let's see. I can't see if we had some other good stuff here, but someone did say go Duke. So there's a mix here, and according to swag, just I think RB, your car pretty much says it all. That and the tattoo, can't match that.
Can't match that.
Nor could I try.
Joanne made me laugh. She said, "What game?" She's a Kentucky fan. She's told us this week that she's a Kentucky fan, but now she's pulling for Carolina, so another one on our side.
Listen, is it possible just to pull for the team that ends up winning?
That's cheating.
That is definitely cheating. I will not do that. But we will definitely have coverage. We have crews in New Orleans. They're going to be bringing you updates not only online, but of course on air here on WFMY News 2 in our shows. They have blogs. They have, they're eating some really good food, I saw. They took a long 11-hour journey down in a car to New Orleans. So, flights were too expensive. I don't know where they're staying and how they found a hotel. But good luck, team. Thanks so much for all you do.
I'm envious of everything they're doing except for the drive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like to
car
drive,
rides.
but there's a point. But I'm so thankful they're there, and I know we're going to have great coverage for them. From them. Obviously, we had some last night, but we'll get it throughout the day today and over the course of the weekend.
Exciting times. All right, let's go ahead and get you updated with your headlines this morning before we get to our next conversation. Hey, check this out. A Guilford County Schools teacher will find out today if she is North Carolina's Teacher of the Year. Leah Carper teaches at Northern Guilford High School, and she's in the running along with 8 teachers nominated for this award. If she wins, she'll spend the next school year traveling the state as an ambassador for teachers. The winner will be announced today at 1:45. The inaugural Carolina Hbcu All-Star basketball game is tomorrow at the Greensboro Coliseum. There is a community tailgate at 10 in the morning in the parking lot, and the women's game starts at 2, then the men's follows at 4:30. The spring market is back this weekend. This is the first spring market since it was canceled in 2020. On Saturday, shuttles will take marketers to the expos on Hamilton Street in High Point, showcasing the new collection. It all starts at 8 in the morning. Hey, also happening tomorrow, the Human Race 5K at LeBauer Park. Race participants raise money for a triad nonprofit of their choosing. Race organizers say these funds are critical after the pandemic, especially forced them to hold this event virtually.
The past 2 years with the pandemic, it's really hurt the nonprofit sector. So, the event has been on sort of a decline, I would say the last 5 years, and the pandemic, it hit a real low. So we're hoping to bring it back up again and make it as exciting as it once was.
Well, here are the race details. It is this Saturday in Greensboro's LeBauer Park from 9 a.m. until noon. WFMY News 2's Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley will be there to MC the events. You can hear from the candidates in the Greensboro Mayor's race this weekend. We are partnering with Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and UNC Greensboro to host a debate Sunday at 4. Ben Briscoe will be moderating the event. You can watch it live on our Facebook or YouTube pages or through the Roku app. And if you want to be there in person, the event is free. We have those details on our website. Well, today is April 1st, better known as April Fool's Day. It is a day of pranks, but here's some fun facts about the history of the day. Historians believe April Fool's Day goes back to 1582, when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. Some people didn't get the memo, and they continued celebrating the new year on the last week of March through April 1st, making them the, quote, April Fools. Okay. Thank you, Christian. We asked you, what is the best prank that you were ever able to pull off successfully? And Debbie said she took a rectangular cake pan, turned it upside down, and iced it with chocolate icing. Her husband tried several times to cut the cake before he realized he'd been pranked. All jokes aside, she said the kids enjoyed the icing. So we want to hear from you. If you can go ahead and put in the chat here, what's up? April Fool's Day prank, or really any prank that you pulled off where both you and the person you pranked thought it was funny and didn't get seriously harmed or hurt. Or what was a prank that was pulled on you? I am not a fan of pranks. I am, let's say, I have like a weak threshold, low threshold for games, fun. I am just one of those people who doesn't like to be scared or humiliated or harmed with water or whipped cream or any type of substance that is hard to get out.
So don't look at that big bucket of water above your head right now.
Correct. I've seen it. And if it falls, we're going to have a problem.
I'm going to be out of the way.
I'm just not into pranks. Never have pulled one off, never have tried to pull one off. And I tell people all the time, please do not do this to me.
So our producer right now, Tasha, who's in the booth, there's another one of our directors that works in the afternoon, Brad. And there's something every single, at least week, if not almost every other day, where we try to get Brad, or she tries to get Brad, or they get each other, and sometimes I end up in the middle of it, and it's hilarious. It's all harmless stuff.
Was that why Tasha was at his desk the other day?
I'm sure.
Because I was looking for her, and I'm like, where is she? And I was walking out, and she was at Brad's desk, and I was like, oh, there you are.
Brad gets startled and scared very easily
Me
if he's focused. So so to see Brad, jump up about a mile high in the sky is really fun to watch.
I had no idea that Tasha was a prankster.
A lot of time I'm employed to be the chief videographer of that.
You know who else is really, I guess, known for pranks in our newsroom? Chad Silver.
Oh, I was going to say Chilton.
Oh, yeah, he is also. He used to get me a few times when he was on Good Morning Show back in the day because I scare easily. I'm still scared of the dark. I sleep with a light on in my room still as an adult. Wow. And I just scare easily. That's why I don't watch horror movies or movies with clowns or anything, weird. So anyway, he came in here with a clown costume one day, and I literally hit the fan.
I thought you said hit him.
No, but I could have.
Came close.
I screamed and ran out. And I was just like, I just don't like them in any setting. Not even at the circus.
I don't know if anything's ever been pulled on me that was necessarily mean or harmful. People used to always like to move my stuff around where I would have to search for it for a while. People would put my phone in ceiling tiles and do those kinds of things. Don't get any ideas, Tasha.
Exactly.
I know she's back there.
Yeah. How would you ever find it?
They had to eventually get it for me.
Yeah. I would never look in the ceiling tile.
No, and this was in school,
Oh my gosh, that's bad.
I would go all day and try to find my phone. Granted, I was supposed to have it in class. That's beside the point.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. It doesn't look like so many people have any pranks that they've been able to pull off here, but
I used to like to wake my brother up and tell him when we were going to school. I used to like to wake him up on the weekend and tell him it was the day of the week and freak him out so he'd get ready and get ready to go to school.
It's just cruel. It's like Saturday and he's supposed to be sleeping and he's
like,
up
what are you doing? You're late.
That's terrible. So yeah, I don't like that. David said, oh, sorry, this is a Duke comment and we've moved on. So let's see. R. Brian says, I don't like April Fools. I feel you, Tracy. Me too. Let's see. Tina says, same here, Tracy. I don't like pranks. I scare easily. I don't watch horror movies either. Yeah, me neither. Joanne said the same. I'm with you. Don't like pranks. R. Brian has admitted that he closes his door every night because you'll see a ghost then if you don't close the door every night. See? And LeVar says that he still sleeps with the light on. Oh no, he says, I like it pitch black when I sleep. LOL.
Me too.
So exact opposite of me. Exact opposite. So Sean said that putting pies under the door handles is one of my teachers at high schools gets pie all over their hands.
People used to do that with mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Ketchup.
And I detest mayonnaise.
Ugh. I did.
Just saying it makes my
Somebody
stomach
did.
hurt.
I remember one time I sat down on a tack.
Oh gosh, see, that's when I feel like it gets dirty.
Too much. That was in
it's
elementary school.
Yeah, because then you
People
get
were
hurt.
ruthless.
Yes. No, see, that's bullying.
You know, when I think about April Fools, I
maybe
think the
not.
original like April Fools joke, it's probably not, but the original April Fools joke to me is like the kick me sign on your back.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was like the
Well, that's
original like, oh, see, look.
Yeah.
Similar to that.
Yeah, exactly. I just think that like if you're gonna do it, like you should have a good relationship with the person.
Oh, yes.
So that you can talk
Yes.
about it.
This should be somebody that you just know of.
Yes.
Like you better have you better talk to this person daily.
Exactly. And they should know that you are a practical joker.
Yes.
At times. All right, so
Brad.
thank you guys so much for participating in this conversation, which has turned into how you sleep at night, because Tina just said, I sleep at night with a light on, cannot sleep with a pitch dark house. I always keep small lights on in the house, and me too. Our Brian also wanted to let me know that the paranormal circus is in town, so I'll be sure to avoid that. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. It's
I
full
don't
of it
even
this
go
morning.
inside McDonald's because I don't want to see Ronald. And that's my 2 cents.
Weather.
Yes, forecast, please.
There you go. Sunshine today, a little bit breezy at times with gusts near 30 miles per hour. Protect those sensitive plants tonight. Bring them inside. We do have a frost advisory in effect. The temperatures will be close to the freezing mark, low 60s and tad breezy on Saturday. But overall, it's a pretty nice weekend. Back up close to 70 on Sunday, 70 Monday. We'll watch the middle of next week. Most notably Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly again on Thursday. A couple systems will bring rain our way and the chance for thunderstorms again. So, of course, still days away from that, but we'll update you as we get closer.
All right, a big weekend for North Carolina, regardless of who wins. And I know you guys all have your favorite, but regardless, this will definitely put North Carolina back on the map as at least one team will advance to the national championship on Monday night. And we are here for your coverage right here on WFMY News 2.
And it is the center of the universe of college basketball.
According to Governor Roy Cooper.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
It's official.
All right.
Thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Wear your blues, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Take care.